Hello, it's time for your bedtime story. Today I'm going to read you an extract from Haverhill in Wonderland, with apologies to Lewis Carroll. There was a table set out under a tree in front of the house, and the county asset manager and the premises portfolio holder were having a meeting at it. A local councillor was sitting between them, fast asleep, and the other two were resting their elbows on it and talking over its head. Very uncomfortable, thought Alice, only as it's asleep, I suppose it doesn't mind. The table was a large one, covering the whole of Camps Road, but the three of them were crowded together at one corner of it. "No room! No room!" they cried out when they saw Alice coming. "There's plenty of room," said Alice indignantly, and she sat down in a large armchair at one end of the table. "Fill in a questionnaire and have a say about what happens," said the portfolio holder in an encouraging tone. Alice looked all round the table, but there was nothing on it but buildings. "I don't see any questionnaire," she remarked. "There aren't any," said the portfolio holder. "Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer one," said Alice angrily. "It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited," said the portfolio holder. "I didn't know it was your table," said Alice. "It's laid out for a great many more than three." 2013, time for redevelopment," said the asset manager. "Well, that would be grand, certainly," said Alice thoughtfully. "But then, we don't really need it, you know." "Not at first, perhaps," said the asset manager, "but you could keep it at 2013 as long as you liked." "Is that the way you manage?" Alice asked. The asset manager shook his head mournfully. "Not I," he replied. "It was at a great meeting with the government, and I had to sing, 'Twinkle, twinkle, little crow, how much money can you blow?' You know the song, perhaps?" "I've heard something like it," said Alice. "Well, I'd hardly finished the first verse," said the asset manager, "when the Secretary of State told us there was no more money." A bright idea came into Alice's head. "Is that the reason so many buildings are up for grabs here?" she said. "Yes, that's it," said the portfolio holder with a sigh. "It's always divestment time, and we've no time to plan anything properly." "Then you keep moving round, I suppose," said Alice. "Exactly so," said the portfolio holder, "as the buildings are got rid of." "I want to get rid of a youth centre," interrupted the asset manager. "Let's all move one place on." He moved on as he spoke, and the local councillor followed him, smashing up the youth centre to create a hospice outreach centre. The portfolio holder moved into the local councillor's place, and Alice rather unwillingly took the place of the portfolio holder. The asset manager was the only one who got any advantage from the change, as he got to redevelop the former care home. And Alice was a good deal worse off, because the portfolio holder had smashed up his courthouse and left her to make it into a youth centre. This piece of rudeness was more than Alice could bear. She got up in disgust and walked off. The local councillor fell asleep instantly, and neither of the others took the least notice of her going, though she looked back once or twice, half hoping they would call after her. The last time she saw them, they were trying to put the local councillor into the library. "At any rate, I'll never go there again," said Alice as she picked her way through the wood. "It's the stupidest meeting I ever was at in all my life."